Alright, we are back for part 3. So, let's go. Another day passes. It's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past few days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Dawn! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in a club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all! I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with her latch and opens it, and then she turns it upside down and lets all the contents. 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair! How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have gotten a snack before you came to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all of your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that leaves only one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Iri suddenly giggles. What? I didn't notice she was listening. Her face is in a book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Dawn to let me borrow some money! Don't get me involved in this, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is far enough for retribution. I didn't mean that. I got tubes for my book. I really like when you speak your minds, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Oh, whoa! Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and stumbles into the... Ow! Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that that almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Saori hugs the cookie. Just eat it. Saori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Oh, this is so good! Saori suddenly clapped a hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki took a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Saori gets out of her chair and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Saori off of her. Oh. Saori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Muffled, Saori trots off away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Saori? Natsuki glances around. Monica's not in the classroom. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse you? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monica chose the club or her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glanced at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Dawn. No, Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, right? Not really. I chose to leave Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book. Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Heard Natsuki uttered with an exasperated gasp from within the closet. She seemed to be annoyed by something. I approached her in case she needed a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna just mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst the stack of various books on the side of the shelf. Curious to pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to the box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box with one book missing is probably the Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get closer to the box she is admiring. Parfait Girls? The series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on the door. She points to the closet door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Dawn. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the bag. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book into my hands. I start the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me into the closet. She takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit next to her. Why are we out here? Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easy to be closer together, right? Like this. Don't say it like that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting so close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space that she had while she hopes I don't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Well, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't flip back and forth through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Not really. Maybe sometimes, but I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like there's a bunch of girls in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of it. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something without plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you to get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. And later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they all get into their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Oh, so that's so. Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Sorry, Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's all about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit it. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I'm just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into manga. Like, I would never get into anything because of manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all of the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? I read for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun to share something with someone like this. I always get excited when I convince my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry? Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being like, huh? You still haven't grown out of that? Makes me want to punch me in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over the time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? All of it. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that it's not like that solves my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki points her finger at one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bit bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast from her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little bit to myself. Okay, everyone. Are we all ready for today's poems? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just needed to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides over a good 12 inches from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I closed the book and handed it to Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Well, yeah, but Monica just said... Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It took forever to finish it would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Manga doesn't take that long to finish. Why are you taking so long? Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start on the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I may fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. Are your shows updating every single day? But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then! I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's go to Natsuki again! Yay! She's kind of right next to me. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me and back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Aww, she loves it. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, you know. Natsuki struggles to find the word she wants. I just expected a lot less from what after what you showed me yesterday. I can't speak. I'm so sorry. That's all. Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one, or I targeted all of your words. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know? Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write a poem this cute. I mean well written. No, so that's how it is. My poem is cute. No, why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things. Natsuki shoves my poem back at me. Reading it again, I decided that it's not so great after all. It's too cute and doki doki. it would only impress, girls who like those kinds of things. You have pink hair. For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you'll probably like it too. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. Alright. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang in the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everybody. Why does this read like a love poem? Like, every time she sang in the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. couldn't let her touch me. I always see her talking to people. Why are you watching her? Not bad, right? It's quite quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such simpler analogies, and it helps everyone, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree with that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Wait, is the spiders an allegory for her liking manga and people think that manga's for kids so they don't want to be for friends? Is Natsuki Amy? Of course. That's how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people finding out about. They make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what somebody likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes people happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Should I give my next? I'll go with Sayori. I'll just do them in order from now on. I don't really care. Ooh, I like this one, Dawn. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Well, I did use more of your words yesterday on accident. And I didn't really use any of yours this time. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I like this one, I promise. You know I won't lie to you. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Dawn. Never, ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great in comparison? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try to give it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. That's, there's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I did put death in our poem yesterday. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give you a little rain cloud and a little hug. And make a little happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Dawn. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh no, I don't like this one. I don't like this poem. This is the only poem I remembered. I don't like bottles. I actually got this poem combined with another poem, and it was like, I think it might have been in my head. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. I had it combined with something else, but it wasn't the right poem. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and plug one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in my friends come. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters each of the tiles set between my feet. It shatters against each of the tiles against my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. I don't like this poem. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? I will say that it's very good, but it also makes me sad. Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Oh, so I bitch. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yay! Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Oh no! Don't get ahead of yourself. Sori's always had a bad habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this one's the same. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, Yuri. Ah, it's my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Dawn. You were inspired by Natsuki's poems? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yuri! Huh? I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little bit. Just because our style is different doesn't mean I don't like your poems. In fact, if I did try to do something in your style, I'd probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to do be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you hear and see. That's the way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. I may be good at writing, but I cannot read. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote today? Yuri nods actively and just hands me her poem. I feel like I'm slowly losing my ability to read doing this series in particular. What happened to me? The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believed at first, when I noticed strange tentacles as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that that raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hunger, the curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. I can't read her handwriting. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps it's merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes happy more and more frequently, becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. I rush the blood. Classic Pavlov conditioning. I slice the bread and feed myself again. I don't know why, but I'm getting very much self-harm vibes from this, and that's not supposed to be coming from Yuri, but I guess it's kind of fitting. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't imagine what this poem is about. It's about self-harm. Honestly, it's really easy to translate to that. I don't like this anymore. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Who are you, Edgar Allan Poe? Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Is the main character supposed to be that stupid, or has he just never read anything in his life? Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way we feel to indulge ourselves in more unusual hobbies. Stop it! Honestly, this can be said to a lot of things, like drugs, alcohol, self-harm, just any of those like addictions that are harmful to yourself but are quite addicting. Yeah. Yuri, please get to know. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing them down. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a stranger list? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. Does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seems like the person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Alright, Monica time! I'm really scared. Like, the first few days are so calm, but then it just goes downhill so fast. I'm really scared for the... Hi again, Dawn. How's the poem going? How's the writing going? That's not what's written down. Well, I guess I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. I like it, Dawn. Really? I think she's programmed to say that you like it every time. Like, she has no choice. It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh. Oh, jeez. No. It's kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Oh, isn't that the writer that, like, gave kids nightmares with his books? At the end of the sidewalk, those books. Although at the end of the sidewalk here, there's just a road, because where I live, we don't have sidewalks other than next to highways. So if you're anywhere but a highway, there are no sidewalks. And even then, there aren't always sidewalks. Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in such few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find such filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, I'll take a look. Oh no! I don't like it. I'm scared. Why is this... I don't wanna read the poem. I don't wanna read the meta poem. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Oh, I forgot about this poem. I don't wanna read it. Okay. Okay. I have to be serious. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. The bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop. Violent grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. I don't like this poem. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess that's just the way I write. She writes how she feels. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to fill your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Yeah, this one made it horrifying. It's like magic. The way I wrote the lines, lines usually short to make it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's daily writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what you might change your mind. So when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even about writing? What am I even talking about? Meta Monica. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come and sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? That's the wrong voice. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters. I've been designing some pamphlets. I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during that. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're going to do for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're having a poetry performance. Yeah, we're having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention to the music because I've been listening to other stuff and I just heard the verse and I was just absolute flashbacks. I don't want to be here. The cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Who is going to have a poem on hand? Who the hell is gonna have a poem on hand? Sayori's oh, never mind, okay. Sayori's putting it all on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Ehe! Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. Maybe I'm stuttering because I'm nervous. Oh my god. I keep looking at the boobs. I'm so gay. I have a girlfriend. What the hell? It's not that bad. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a few days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud in front of a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. Yes, you did, you horrible person. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. That's not how words work. Give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each of us give a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone about what literature is all about. That's not how words work either. I can't read. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. Finding new horizons. And having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons why we're doing this club today. Don't you want to share this with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. If we all take it, if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, and then I know we can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Please don't make the shyest two people in the entire school who have by this story been ridiculed by people and by future stuff even at home for this little baby. I'm so sorry, sweetie. That just by their existence and the things that they like, don't make them do a poem in front of the entire school who probably hates them. Leave the girls alone. Sayori looks worried, as she should. I guess that leaves me with a choice. I agree. I don't get a choice! I don't think it's too much to ask. Oh, I get a choice. Why don't I get a choice? I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances at everybody's expectant faces. Huh? I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move into the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how are you going to do? I expect to do it in front of strangers. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific. Can I not do this? And then she stand behind the poem. I don't want to do this. I thought the clip was supposed to end. This is what she had to do. This is what she had to make time for when she interrupted mine and Natsuki's little manga time. Like, what the heck? The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Okay, there we go. I don't have to read it. Okay. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection, what? Is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. This is something she's done before, or is she simply natural? I glance around. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sari looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation? Was that the word? I don't know how to read. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping this set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutched the piece of paper between her hands and stood up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at everybody. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts to read the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do it. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? Because she has to. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. Okay. The poem is filled with twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she was bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins in after, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem on to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sarah hops up to a chair cheerfully, walks to the poem. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror in your head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheerful like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this poem, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Dawn liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poems fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you meant. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Dawn. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Dawn lower everybody's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki! Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what I have to read. So I'll go with what I wrote today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has to resume. Oh my god! Stop looking at me with those weird green colored eyes, Monica. I didn't realize that Monica's eyes are green. I don't want her eyes to be green. No, I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applauding anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that I'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... It's called... Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little bit. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back into her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. And when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Sayori. Natsuki? Oh my god. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure to pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Geez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already presently surprised with what you're putting all this effort for the club. That still wasn't right. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I like to continue that. As far as for the festival, we'll prepare each planning. We'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can't do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Monica and Sayori, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be nice, though. I love how Monica's just being covered by Yuri. You don't get to be seen in that weird pose of yours. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Dawn. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's just go. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's been only a few days, a lot of things have changed already. But today, Sayori is a little bit quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori! Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something earlier. I like how we get to, sorry, fumbles with the word. So, let's just say that one day, Natsuki asked to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I mean, I'm not gonna say no to Natsuki. I guess I'm walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why would that slot make my heart pound? Ooh, here we go. Yeah. I mean, I think I would be afraid what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the The festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Poem time! Vanilla. Yeah. Angle. Yeah. Flower? No! Fluffy. Yeah. Rain cloud. No! I'm gonna do it again! Clouds. Okay. I need to do this properly. Ribbon. Poof. Sugar. Cute. Heart. No. Milk. Milk! Kitty. Chia. Ah! Hair. Lollipop. Parfait, like the parfait girls. Fantasy. Sweet. Oh. Rose? Fuck! Oh no. Oh. Okay, we're gonna leave this for today. That's the end of that session. That's the end of day 3. We're starting day 4 next time. Okay, let's go. Bye. Thank you for listening to my madness of me rambling and stuttering over and over again because I am panicking. I can't do this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. You can check the links in the description. You can check the videos on screen. You can check the videos in the icon. You can subscribe. You can like the video. You can do all the things, and I love you. Goodbye.